I came here to save you!
Fortress is taken. It is over.
Do not cite the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written.
You're my only hope.
We shall fight on the beaches!
There will be days when we lose faith.
We band of brothers.
But take heart. Look around you. You're not in this fight alone.
I bid you stand! Men of the West!
Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Hey everybody, today we are going to be talking about the news that a new Transformers animated movie is coming. So this movie is supposed to be telling the origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron. Here, article from Screen Rant. Optimus Prime and Megatron's origins are set to be revealed in a new animated Transformers movie due out next year. Obviously, based on the beloved Hasbro toy line Transformers. Now, while Transformers has kind of been up and down over the last, 15 years since the first Michael Bay movie, with the first one being the best of the 4 or 5 that Michael Bay did, and the Knights one being the worst that he did, especially because they destroyed my boy Rodimus Prime. Love Rodimus in the 1985 movie. That scene where he's finally opening up the Matrix of Leadership and the song comes on. You got the touch. I just love it. It's great. So the director of Toy Story 4, Josh Cooley, is supposed to be directing this. And also he confirmed earlier, it was either him or the producer, Lorenzo de Bonaventura, confirmed earlier that the name of the movie is not A New Generation. So it doesn't feel to me like they are trying to do an actual reboot, sort of like they have with other IPs. This feels like, at least for now, this feels like something that there's actually some love and care going into. Because how could there not? I mean, Transformers. I mean, come on. So in this interview, I believe I'm just going to call him Lorenzo because I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But Lorenzo says that they debated about whether or not they should do this in live action or animation. And they settled on animation just because basically financials. It's easier to animate things than it is to live action this kind of stuff. And as a big fan of Transformers myself, my brother being an even bigger fan. In fact, a funny story, in high school, my brother and I are 2 years apart. So we were both in high school together for a little while. And in high school, we had a computer class. Obviously, he took his class a couple years before I took mine. And when I got there, there was a rule named after him that said your project can't be more than 15 slides. Because my brother did an 87 slideshow on all the Transformers. That's how big he and I were fans of this story growing up. Now, I've kind of regressed a bit. I don't remember a bunch of the stuff that I did remember. So, for instance, I vaguely remember that they kind of started off as friends, but I always kind of thought it was more of a, or at least not always thought. I currently think that it was more of a rivalry friendship almost. And then when the stuff broke out, the war started, that's when they actually became enemies. My understanding was that it wasn't like two best friends that ended up on the wrong side of a war. It was two people who were probably always going to be on the on a different side, and they just really respected each other. One of the things that I really like about this is it seems like they already have plans to do more of these movies. He says here, we're hoping that there's enough emotional construct to that would lead to a trilogy of it. Because personally, I think there's a natural trilogy. I think that's great. I would love to see a trilogy of this. Like I said earlier, the 1985 Transformers movie is one of my favorite stories. Love the music. I love the action. I love the animation. There's the thing that's so great about it is in a movie done in 1985, there is only one animation error that I can think of, and it's that scene where Optimus Prime is handing over the Matrix to leadership. And actually, I'm going to pull that up real quick. So there's only like one moment in this scene that has a animation mistake, and it is right here as Rodimus, well, Hot Rod, is the Matrix 2 Ultra Magnus, and it's right here. It's very quick, so I'm going to try to pause it on the moment. Let's turn that down a bit. It's loud in my ear, so it's probably loud in you for y'all. Just doing a little transformative here. Here, okay. So you see, he's opened his chest. He's getting ready to put the Matrix leadership into the cavity here, and you saw right there the Matrix pops forward, and then he grabs to put it in. So it's almost like they took a slide from just before the doors start to close and stuck it in the wrong spot. That's the only like weird little thing about this movie. And it's actually one of the things I really love about the movie. But this is very exciting. I'm very excited about an origin story for Optimus Prime Megatron. I usually am not. I usually get sick of prequels and origin stories and rewrites and redos. But this isn't, I feel like this isn't something that we've had a lot of. So I'm hoping it's good. And honestly, right now, I have no reason to believe it won't be good because it's not Michael Bay. As always, comment below your thoughts. What do you love about Transformers? Who's your favorite Transformer? Like I said earlier, my favorite is Hot Rod from the G1 series. From Armada, my favorite's actually Smokescreen, the tow truck. Love that guy. But yeah, comment below your favorite. What do you love about Transformers? Like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter at KingsAdvisors_.